Greetings and salutations, my birders, and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. Last time, we finished touring the city. That's pretty much it. We learned some background about the Titans and the Flame Chasers, or Crisis Heirs, and how they're supposed to take the place of the Titans who have gone crazy. So, and then they told us just tour around town. So let's continue. What's the best way to do with navigation? I keep wanting to say Oklahoma. All right, and then we learned that the guy who took our picture looked through the frickin' photo album and saw all the pictures of the other worlds, which is not good, because we're trying to keep it on down low that interstellar travel is a thing. So now we're on containment duty.
Nice.
There's so many people all of a sudden. At a time like this, why not ask around?
It's back to the grand bath.
Rosy Celestial Maiden. Just from this name alone, I am able to imagine your beauty. You must be the incarnation of Nestia. Oh, you cause me to sink deeper and deeper, unable to get a hold of myself.
Bro, you just heard her name.
Oh, beautiful Celestial Maiden. How can I ever win your affection?
With snacks, plushies, and cute clothes. March 7th. It's really that simple in your eyes. Let's get to the point. Have you seen Daimonis?
Damius? Ominous? No, I don't know what you're talking about, friend. Right now, I only have the rosy Celestial Maiden in my heart.
I wonder what he drank. Someone should come calm him down. Let's go and look elsewhere.
Oh, rosy celestial maiden, you truly are a gift from the heavens, a daughter of the sun. Even Aquila cannot restrain you. Will you gently carve open the sky, if only to lead us out of this long, dark night?
She is not that gentle. Hey. Have you seen Daimonis?
Who? No, I do not care about any Damionis. Right now, I only have beautiful fantasies and poems in my heart. Oh, rosy celestial maiden, the light of Akima.
Next. Hey, a shop. That's weird. Okay, this is also weird. I think you're trying to ruin our family's reputation. I always thought of you as a good brother, but it turns out I was wrong. You can't judge a person by their face. I already told you, my brother can never do such a thing. Besides, if we're being honest, your suspicion is far greater than ours, isn't it? What? How dare you slander me like that? Are you looking for a fight? You're the one who provoked me first, and now you have the nerve to lose your temper? The tension between the two keeps building. You watch closely, not wanting to miss the exciting moment when the fight kicks off. What? Friend, you seem quite intrigued. Would you like to know what exactly they're arguing about? It only takes 50 balance coins. I'll explain everything, including the background, clearly to you. Alright. Oh, okay. Haha, straightforward. I knew you were someone easy to get along with. Here, that young man who looks like he might explode at any moment, his family runs a general store. Their main business is supplying expedition teams with provisions when they head out of the city. As for that gloomy guy who looks like he hasn't slept in 3 days, he belongs to a fairly well-known local expedition team. He's actually a younger brother of the team's leader. A while ago, their squad went out to explore a new area. By sheer bad luck, they ran into the black tide, and the casualties were severe. After barely managing to escape with their lives, they tried to gather themselves and head back to the city, only to find that there was an issue with their supplies. The bag of food was all near expiry and about to spoil, and the medical kits were put together from leftover scraps. Clearly, there was an inside job. These two guys, in order to investigate, came to the bath to gather information. They found out that the captain of the expedition made some secret deal with the old shopkeeper some time ago, and that's when the argument started. I'll say this one last time. Stop causing trouble. Use your wooden little brain and think carefully about what you actually came here to do.
Am I being unreasonable? Clearly, it's you who's guilty and trying to change the subject. Nice try.
Look at that. These two have grown up together, years of friendship, and yet, when something like this happens, it's just like a chimera biting another chimera. Just as messy as a mouthful of fur. Are you really not a masked fool? The masked fool? What's that? Sounds intriguing. Could you tell me more about it in detail later? I say, you two, don't you think that's enough? Everyone's staring at you now. Are you sure you want to keep this show going on?
Huh? Weren't you the one who told us?
Are you questioning the information I provided? That's not what he means. It's just that your making a secret deal comment is a bit too vague. Exactly. Which is why you'll have to figure out the rest yourselves. Or do you expect me to break it all down and explain every detail? That would cost you extra, you know.
You.
Fine, fine. Since you've worked so hard entertaining everyone here, I'll throw in a freebie. Take a good look at the medical expenses for the expedition team over the past few months. If you're lucky, you might catch a big rock rat.
What? Uncle Libius would never.
I see. Thank you. Let's go, Ephraim. We'll talk later if you need. Thank you for your visit, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Alright, the noisy ones are gone now. We could have a good chat, can't we, my Outlander friend? Thessalopoulos, right? I haven't heard that name before. So, there's a city like that in Amphorius? I've seen many great outsiders, and know plenty of things, but judging from your novel appearance and unusual behavior, and... Haha, come and talk to me about your home, friend. I'm very interested.
Do you prefer an even trade, or do you like taking a gamble?
Well, didn't expect that voice. Hey, friend, what a delightful coincidence to meet you. You want to chat? I'll be here anytime, and free too, and for free too. Seek information? Ha! Want to have some fun? Then you found the right person. Don't worry, I run an honest business. My intel is always clearly priced, and I never scam a friend. Oh, wow. Akmonidus Note 1. A paper note purchased from Akmonidus for 500 balance coins. Rumor has it that it contains shocking information. He even gave you a 1% discount based on your precious friendship. Interesting.
Dear citizens, please stop spreading images of unknown origins.
Oh, shit. He uploaded the images somehow.
Please wake up! The Rosy Celestial Maiden is a lie crafted by Zagreus as a prank. We should follow the lead of Lady Aglaya and not subject ourselves to such mind-numbing fantasies.
The tricky Titan.
It's not exactly a lie.
Don't stir up trouble. Have you seen mine on this?
Damionis, that
Damionis.
explorer who thinks very highly of himself. I've heard of him, but have never met him in person. Others have said he's completely crazy.
Rosy Celestial Maiden, a world beyond the sky.
What's that commotion?
I want to be high up like that too.
My god. How do you get up there?
What are you folks going to do next?
Agalea made such a big deal of us going up here.
Stop chasing after me. Don't come any closer.
Well, I think he's fine. It's really Daimonis. Let's give chase.
He's running toward the Garden of Life. Give chase.
The hell are you?
That guy
I'm Dami.
barged into the Chrysos airs baths?
He was just shouting about the Rosy Celestial Maiden? Maybe we should go home to stay safe.
Yeah, he does seem like a crazy person.
What's all this fuss? Can't a guy run his business in peace?
Short person or child? The lamppost returns to its post, but you can't shake the feeling that they're all sneaking a yawn behind your back. Just
Can't a guy run his business in peace?
Celestial Maiden! Celestial Maiden! I want to become a Celestial Maiden one day.
Stop that nonsense. Be realistic.
okay.
Citizen, calm down. Don't do anything foolish.
This is the Garden of Life, the holy ground of the Bow of Rift. Are you trying to defile the gods?
Defile the gods? No, you guys are completely wrong. The wise Circes will be proud of me. Just watch.
What is he trying to do? Let's get closer and take a look. Are you?
The wisdom of Circes should be shared equally by all. I, Explorer Damionis, shall put on these wings today and touch the sky, proving to everyone that a world beyond the sky exists.
Wings?
That's right. Right here, right now.
That is a giant flying amphora! You're going to fall to your death!
Ridicule me all you want. I shall prove myself and remove all doubts.
Yeah, use the clockwork tricks on him! Clocky doesn't react. Why? You think you can use Panconian key to open an Amphorian lock? Ha! That's wishful thinking. Yeah, fair enough. I think he's going to die. We can't stand by and watch him die. Let's go.
You two are the distinguished guests of Lady Aglaya?
Mr. Diamonis, please calm down. Don't act rashly.
My dear friends, I know that you must have your own reasons to hide the truth. I shall not make things difficult for you.
You're failing very hard.
But thank you for showing me the image from beyond.
Didn't show you.
Now I shall embark on this earth-shaking undertaking. Damionis always follows through on his words.
Damionis. Damionis.
You really misunderstood.
Save your words of persuasion. I've made up my mind.
Since appeasing him did not work, it's time for a change of strategy.
These kind of seem rough. I mean, they're gonna remember the crazy guy who jumped down from the Crisis Air's bath. Or the Garden of Life, or wherever. Your efforts are meaningless!
My friend, your tone has betrayed you. I understand that you're trying to persuade me to stay.
A clever fool. That's how to describe people like him, right?
I'm almost moved by his persistence.
Save your words. Aquila, feel my wrath!
We're running out of time. If we don't take action, it's a human life after all. There's no choice. Let's just tell him. Damionis.
Can I just hit him in the back of the head?
What did you just say?
So, I was right? You really are from beyond the sky?
Wow, you weren't even confident in that. You were just gonna die. You're an ass.
And now we have 2 other people to kill. We are bound by a pact. I cannot reveal the truth to you.
A pact? Oh, so that's why he called you distinguished guests of Aglaya.
Damionis, we're taking you in for an interrogation.
Damionis was dragged away by the guards before he could finish his sentence.
This is not going to go well.
What will happen to Damionis?
He learned something that he should never have learned. We can only hand him over to Lady Aglaya for judgment. Instead of worrying about his safety, perhaps you guys should worry about the impact of the rumors. Although no one believes what Damionis said about a world beyond the sky, the rosy celestial maiden has already spread everywhere.
That's the weird one.
We're sorry for the trouble we've caused.
It's all right. I think there's only one thing you can do right now. Go to Varix Leo and share something even more interesting with him. That way, there's a chance that you can cover up the rumors. As for what happened earlier, you won't tell anyone else about it. So go now, brave heroes.
This is going to be difficult. Let's try to salvage the situation before Aglaya finds out. What's this? It looks like one of those mannequins in the clothing stores of Panconi. There's also a butterfly? Is that a fashion accessory? Now, there's a warrior I've never... Oh. Now, there's a warrior I've never seen before. Pretty cute, too. I like it.
Babe, you are a talking butterfly.
Wow, you actually saw straight through my disguise. Don't tell me you're my lady's priest, are you? I haven't seen them in a long time.
Suspicious.
What a shame. If you were also nymphs, we could have had a lot of fun together. How intriguing. We should catch these nymphs the next time we can encounter them. Perhaps they can help us better understand Amphorius. Chirping secrets. Nymphs with blessings are everywhere in Amphorius. Approach and interact to collect the nymphs, and bring their blessings to Aglaia. After collecting all the nymphs in the area, the garment maker will begin deciphering the prophecy and may provide unexpected information to unknown surprises. Wait, what? There's a nymph there? The broken sculpture is now as good as new, with its smooth metal frame. The relief regains its former luster. The central device emits a stable beam of light, but the slightest force, such as a knock with a stick, is enough to make the light disappear. Ow. The sculpture looks rather similar to the Dawn device. No wonder people say that every single wall tile in Akuma is an imitation of the light-bearing Titan. And actually realize you could just re-break it.
What's Dad talking about?
Huh. You read the instructions on the stone slate outside the fountain over and over. Only after you are sure you didn't misunderstand everything do you confirm the description calls this device a holy candle, capable of being lit in the pool. You decide to ignite it. You suspend your disbelief and try it. Slowly, a fluid rises from the depths and glows with a resolute and undimming shine. You stare at the light around the candle wick and find yourself entranced. You subconsciously hold your breath. It's as if the world becomes frozen in this moment. Not even the candlelight flickers before your sight. From the water of the fountain rises suddenly, and something is lifted from the peaking stream, almost ramming into your face. Wait, what? What was that? You lower your gaze and see the water calm, but unexpectedly find one of many wishing coins at the bottom of the fountain resting in your palm. Perhaps this is a kind gift from a Titan, just with a bit too much power infused in it. Oh, okay. It seems like some things are destined to be protected where they lie, just like the Eternal City holds onto the last light forever. Just... You mother! Where'd you even come from? Spirit Thief's trickery. The Spirit Thief is a self-proclaimed, well-known master thief across Amphorius. They enjoy stealing treasures from others, are just about to obtain, and then vanishing into the void with their stolen goods. They tend to leave a coin of whimsy in mockery in the aftermath. The one thing that can punish them is Ornex's power. When near a coin of whimsy, use the rewinding power provided by Ornex's prayer upon the visions the thief escapes through, to get the Spirit Thief to come back. Press and hold to activate Ornex's prayer and rewind the Spirit Thief's time to before they escaped. However, the Spirit Thief will struggle violently within the special zone. While the Spirit Thief is in the special zone, you will need to release the button to end the praying, and then press and hold when they are unprepared to bring the Spirit Thief to justice.
feel like the ground is spinning. Feels so sick. Definitely above. I'm just an old man. The priest said I would go through an ordeal when I was 884 years old. Could this be the day? Child, you have the wrong man. I am not the famous Spiracy Bartholos. My name is Old Bart. I'm your porter. I have come to move this chest on orders of the Council of Elders. The Council of Elders is hiring elderly workers. With the enemy at our gates, I naturally also wish to do my part for Akuma. Child, you do not believe me. I can understand that. Fortunately, we have plenty of time. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. About your looks. The creation of Ceres, or Circes, shares a common element in life. Countless chimeras resemble each other, just as it is common for a spirit or two to look alike. About your job. Back then, I was just a lonely shade that roamed the wilderness. It was the elders that took me in. Seeing that I was fast of foot, and deft with my hands, they allowed me to take on the duty of porter. About your sudden appearance. Why would there be a chest sitting around waiting for you to open it in a public place? No one dares to blindly interfere with it because it is the property of the elders. You were going to cross the line for a citizen, so I rushed to stop you. The truth is clear as day. I put everything in my work, and you still give an old man like me a hard time. Why don't you apologize to me and we call this settled? Bartholos, you're lying again. You're pretty alert, huh? But in this life we live, is there anyone that isn't lying? If Kefali could talk, they'd be the biggest swindler of all. Take the chest. We will meet again.
Is that all?
Isn't that Tribby's sister?
Gosh, isn't this Lady Trinin? How rare that you would leave the Garden of Wisdom.
Yeah, I came out to clear my mind.
Then you've come to the right place. Look at all these snacks that I've just gotten. They're all flavors that you and your sisters love. Lady Trianne's favorite sour melon candies, Lady Treeby's favorite butter cookies, and your favorite stuffed grape leaves. We have everything.
Oh, that's indeed tempting.
Since we haven't solved the Rosy Celestial Maiden problem yet, let's avoid the Chrysos heirs for now. Just.
Please be careful, you're not the spirit thief.
This is the sacred beast of Bagusa.
Bryce Leo should be nearby.
How the hell is there already merch?
Dear customers, good early morning, late morning, noon. Would you like to check out my merch? Look, I have this very popular artwork. Nikador battles the Rosy Celestial Maiden.
There's fan art already?
The speed of artists here is just as astonishing as everywhere else.
What do you think? Are you interested?
I'll get it.
Deal. Now this Nikador battles the Rosy Celestial Maiden is yours. However, since you like this so much, would you like to take a look at another piece that I have? It's titled Finen and Pinen.
No thank you. Let's go.
I was curious about it.
A painting from the Rosy Celestial Maiden series, released by an opportunistic art dealer. You can't help but chuckle upon seeing March 7th's dashing form as she fights in this painting. Street style art can never go out of style. So like that. Wait a second. Hey, the master's passing by. I've seen you before. You're the one who made that statue at the entrance. You must have mistaken me for someone else. I can't be mistaken. It was that floating, rotating sculpture that was a bluish glow. I saw it with my own eyes. You and your black-haired companion, accompanied by Lady Aglaya, placed that object there at the entrance of the baths. Well, it's not really a statue. I knew it. It must be some cutting-edge form of artistic expression. I just called it a statue as a placeholder. The baths are always crowded, so it's not unusual to find something new being placed here. But the design of that piece was so avant-garde that every time I passed by, I couldn't help but take a second look. Now that I've caught you, I'm determined to find out the material and craftsmanship behind it. You'd have to ask my friend. That's such a pity. The eerie glow reminded me of so much of the Evernight Veil. I had thought you were also someone blessed by Ornyx. To be honest, I am a mural artist for this memorial palace. Recently, I've been struggling with a lack of inspiration, but this object has reignited my creative drive. I hope you wouldn't mind if I used it as a reference for my work.
Sure, go ahead. Show me once it's finished.
Oh, absolutely. I was half expecting you to charge me for a licensing fee. Master, you're such a great person. Your sense of dressing style is so unique. Clearly someone who enjoys breaking the rules. Unlike the talkative Daros. Miss Carpos, please don't bring your easel into the pool. Or, Miss Carpos, we're closing now, so please return during the lucid hour. If your mind's full of those rules and restrictions, how can you be a good painter? Don't you think so, Master?
Well, that was an unexpected little lore drop there. The hell is that?
The hot pool is what I live for. It's like...
What kind of decoration is this, Mass?
Wow, new toy!
It feels like this ram's mask is hiding something. Let's try touching it.
What the hell? Golden scapegoat. Use holy flame in hand to light up the altar and bring light to this world. Watch out, your each and every move will be recorded by the shadows in the void. When fate's footsteps reach zero, an enshadowed version of you will manifest as an enemy and proceed along the fate you have etched into being. The enshadowed version of you is a foe that will strictly follow your previous actions and advance accordingly until the recorded steps have ended. Remember, do not make contact with them. The ancient crystalline controllers you find on the path can alter the state of the flooring that has the same energy color. Use them to help you reach the altar. Okay. The path of destiny is not a smooth one. Should you fall, you will experience eternal damnation. Oh, you have to stay on it. I felt very silly. Golden Remains. A trophy obtained after completing a mysterious challenge. If you listen carefully, you will hear some mournful mutters reverberating within the hollow skull. This is what paradise is like. Those who know that it is a paradise cannot return. Those who do not know it is a paradise seek wonderland within its expanse.
Well, I see Duke Inferno still alive.
Let's go back for another soap.
Didn't realize they were so literal, Leo. This is Varric Leo? It really is a lion's head? No matter how I look at it, it just looks like any other statue. How do we even interact with it? Put your hand in the lion's mouth.
Look who came to visit this mighty lion. Aren't you Akima's two new friends? The brave warriors from a faraway place. It's an honor to meet you.
It seems you're very well informed.
Didn't anyone tell you? I'm the far-seeing eye and all-hearing ear of Akima. I see and hear every single thing that happens in the streets and alleys of this place.
We would like to request your help. Currently, rumors regarding the Rosy Celestial Maiden have spread throughout the Holy City.
Brave warriors. I'm afraid that I won't be able to help with that. Rumors? As long as the citizens like it, who cares about whether it's true or not? However, the way you two are trying to stop it from spreading further, could there be some other reason? How about sharing it with me?
Why are you so interested in the tea?
Don't be fooled by it. This lion loves engaging in gossip and rumors. A few days ago, when people were besmirching my tribe's honor, didn't you also turn a blind eye?
Isn't this Lord Mighty? How have you been lately?
The face of a lion, but the courage of a soulless hyena. You and your brothers will do anything for the sake of entertainment, even encouraging despicable acts such as fabricating history. There's no limit to how low you would stoop.
How could you call that a fabrication? At most, it's just a little, reinterpretation. Artistic reinterpretation.
Shut it. Do as they say. Otherwise, I'll turn you into iron dust with my bare hands.
You got it. I'll fix that right now. I assure all of you that from now on, you'll no longer hear the words Rosy Celestial Maiden.
With the cooperation of the Varric Leo, the ruins gradually die down. Thank you for your help.
Don't misunderstand. I'm just annoyed at that lion head. Also, Finon seems to think highly of you guys. If you were to be disposed of for such a trivial reason, his weak and fragile heart might not be able to bear it.
Disposed of?
Pray for the best, outsider. Pray that this farce has not reached the ears of Aglaya.
That boldly dressed Christos heir also has an eccentric personality. Regardless, this matter has come to an end. Let's prepare ourselves and head to our appointment. If they ask about it, we should come clean with everything. After all, we still saved a citizen's life.
Hey! Over here! We've been waiting for quite some time.
But oh no, that's the system.
Where have you two been? We've been waiting here for quite some time. Even our wings are tired.
We encountered some trouble, but thankfully everything has been resolved. Tribby, do you surf the web?
Wow, you guys are well informed. You even know about the World Wound Web? Young people sure are full of energy. But it's been such a busy day. Where would we find the time to surf the web?
That's good. Surfing the web isn't a good habit to have.
What a strange thing to say. Anyway, let's go. I hope Aggie isn't annoyed from waiting too long.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I hear Jess.
Faith can dispel the black
Yoink.
tide.
Nope, he cannot.
Oh, right! You can see the abyss from here! It's quite a nice place for a photo. Look! The Gate of Infinity! It's very eye-catching, isn't it? That's where we met!
Oh. Oh, and I feel bad about destroying it. The landscape of Enforest is breathtaking. In the past, this place must have been a beautiful paradise.
Oh well, the past cannot be recreated. All we can do is follow the prophecy and move forward.
The past cannot be recreated, but you clearly showed us Ornyx's miracle before.
Those are two different concepts. We can draw upon the power of the Veil of Evernight through prayer, and then salvage necessary items from the past for our own use. It isn't actually reversing time.
Even so, it still goes against the laws of physics that we know of. Is that even surprising, considering that there are also gods in this world? Even gods have to obey the underlying laws of the world. I'm still trying to understand Enforce's laws. We'll take photos later. Let's go and meet Oh god, why keep forgetting how to pronounce her name? Agalia for now.
Just hearing this melody makes me feel better.
Well, apparently it was alive, so I'm gonna walk away from that.
Have you heard? Seems like all the rooms are full.
Aggie, we're back!
Thanks for your hard work. Is there any news from Trian?
Not yet, but we've already figured out where the deserters are headed to. With a little more time, we'll be able to track down the location of Castrum Kremnos.
Mighty has mentioned this place before.
Oh, he's that candid with the two of you. Castrum Kremnos, both Nikidor's territory and their current abode, is a moving city-state enveloped in fog.
So, back when the Titan was repelled, Lady Trian was chasing off the enemy.
Let's talk about something less serious for now. Would you mind giving the three of us some space, Treeby?
Of course. Hope you like this gift.
As Treeby mentioned, the both of you spared no effort in protecting the holy city. I would like to present you with a gift in recognition of that. If you are to stay in Akima, you'll need a place to rest. This gift will address your troubles.
Ooh.
Welcome to your private bath chamber.
How fancy. Indeed. It's spacious and the decor is quite impressive.
I'm glad that you're satisfied with the arrangements. Here, take some time and get to know your surroundings.
The lounge chair in the room looks so comfy and enticing. You're worried that you'll completely lose the motivation to trailblaze if you lie on it. Think about it. All the twists and turns and hardships you've been through. Are they worth it? Lying here and welcoming an eternal comfy slumber? Maybe that's where you belong. I know what you're thinking. Don't be tempted by a mere lounge chair. Do you like it, cold Dragon Young? Dan Hung dips 2 fingers in the bath to check the water temperature. It's lukewarm. Great, you think silently in your mind, trying not to let him see your shrouded food. Shaded. Ah, goddammit. Of course. This is like weird fishing. So, this is your home? It was completely vacant last time I was here. You were moved in before Aquila could blink. I just came to take a look around, and honestly, haha, isn't it luxurious? It's far too extravagant here. The stench of opulence and lavishness makes me sick. While I was making my way through wind and rain, you were living up here in a mansion, throwing back ambrosia and living the good life. What is even more loathsome is that you live such a radiant luxury and would still squabble with me over a near chest. Just the excess that leaks from the gaps in your teeth would keep me clothed and fed for a whole year. Is there any fairness in this world? Is there any justice? Are there no laws anymore? If Talenton knew of this, they would burst into tears. If you want to stay here, you can come whenever you please. Huh? Are you serious? I'm not so free and easy just... Wait a minute. Are you making fun of me? I'm the one that makes fun of others. No one has ever done it to me before. Heh, you will pay for this. Oh yeah, she wants to fight.
Dreams do come true. The mood is set just right. Let the show begin! Too late to repent.
Uh-oh.
Expand your thinking.
Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
I guess you kept it.
Open sesame. What a crumb.
It's still early. Where to now?
Next time you leave the house, remember to lock the door. Otherwise, you'll just see what happens.
Is that all?
You lean against the stone railing of the balcony, gazing into the distance. The mist-shrouded mountains of Amphoris appear as vague outlines, like stone giants slowly shifting between crouching and standing. From somewhere, a bard's song drifts through the air. Though the words are unclear, the melody still conveys a tinge of nostalgia and longing for the past. This view is absolutely breathtaking. You agree with Dan Hang, very much so.
Oh, finished exploring? I still have one last special gift for you.
What is it? Tell us!
Come this way. I'll explain it to you.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I dozed off for a second there. I didn't know this room was occupied. I'll be off railway, then.
Is this a basin? It looks like something used for rituals. Is this a mini dream pool?
It's not your average wash basin. This ceremonial vessel belonged to the Chrysos heirs and is now my gift to the both of you. You have learned, to some extent, about the history of Amphorius and of the holy city Arkema. Now, I wish for both of you to witness the journey of the Chrysos heirs for yourselves.
What do you mean by witness?
In ancient times, Fegusa, the chalice of plenty, concealed the beginning of the world amidst billowing waves. When the ancient ocean priests discovered that place, they used spirit water to build a barrier in order to prevent the site from being disturbed by external forces. However, they also left behind a passageway. That passageway is none other than the ceremonial basin in front of you. Clear yourselves of all distracting thoughts and wash your faces with the spirit water inside the basin. When you next open your eyes, you shall witness for yourselves the Vortex of Genesis, a great sanctuary that houses the original divinity of the 12 Titans. It's also the place where the prophesied miracle of Genesis will occur.
I can't wait to see it.
For your first time, I shall personally guide you into the depths. Close your eyes and hold your breath. Sever all other sounds and let my whispers fill your ears. Take a handful of the pristine water. Lift your palms in front of your chest and feel the water gently flow away through your fingers. Sink deeper and do this once more. Submerge your wrists in the spirit water. Familiarize yourself with its temperature, its touch. Spread your fingers, then lower your head and search for the palms of your hands. Feel the spirit water flow against your face until all of your senses are submerged. Floating, sinking, diving into the depths. You now stand at the heart of this world. Now, I require your honesty.
What's the meaning of this? As expected.
This is no laughing matter. It's an interrogation.
Of course it is. It always is.
While the both of you were roaming the city, someone was paying attention to your every move. Unfortunately, you have broken your promises.
So, you're indeed aware of our transgressions. However, we only did so to save a life.
The Holy City's fate is as fragile as thread. I must exercise prudence in order to eliminate sources of potential disaster. I will grant the both of you another chance to mend our broken trust. The golden thread shall judge on my behalf. If you're truthful, you will live. Else, you will perish.
We meet again, distinguished guests.
Castorus will be your executioner.
Lady Gallia, it is undeniable that we broke our agreement out of carelessness. However, you never explained to us how revealing that a world beyond the sky exists would lead to dire consequences. What I want to know is, exactly how grave a crime have we committed?
A reasonable request. It is indeed my oversight for failing to tell you everything in time. There have always been people in Amphorius who looked beyond the skies. Indeed, there used to be a usurper nation that spared no expense in constructing skyships with the desire to break through the blue sky and reach the stars. However, Aquila's divine punishment fell the instant the fleet of skyships took flight. An entire city-state, along with all of its subjects, was reduced to ash in that moment. It's not that Amphorius is unwilling to head toward the stars. Yet, anyone who even thinks about breaching the firmament would undoubtedly infuriate the gods, causing this land of the living to burn, and an entire nation of mortals to perish. The Eye of Twilight is only one example of this. This is forbidden territory which can never be ventured into.
So you're saying that it's better to pretend that it doesn't exist instead? Humanity has always longed for the sky, and this is something that you can't prevent.
Divine punishment has never been fair. As Okima's guardian, I must do the same. This is a world dominated by Titans, and that order can only be toppled by the Chrysos heirs. Therefore, the only thing that I can do right now is to ensure that the both of you remain devoted. 3 steps, Castris.
Yes, Lady Aglaya.
I shall ask you 4 questions. Dishonest answers will cause the golden thread to vibrate, while truthful responses will not affect the thread. The number of times that the thread trembles is the number of steps forward that the executioner will take. If she isn't standing behind you after all 4 questions have been asked and answered, the both of you will have passed this test. If she is, your journey will end here.
You'll fall asleep amid the warm embrace of flowers and feel no pain. That I can guarantee.
Does this mean we can lie up to 2 times?
If you treat your lives as mere trifles, then you may do as you wish.
Regardless of what he says, Bear Draco, we'll be fine as long as our consciousness are clear.
Well then, let us begin. Question 1. Outlanders, why have you come to Amphorius?
To allow our journey to continue. The golden thread remains calm and unchanged.
A truthful response. A step will not be recorded. Question 2. Outlanders, why did you lend your aid to Akima?
Because of our courageous spirit and selfless hearts, I regret what we did. We shouldn't have aided Akima at all. To allow our journey to continue. The golden thread remains calm and unchanged.
No fluctuations detected. A step will not be recorded. Question 3. Outlanders, if the current situation changed dramatically, could you eventually point your blades at Akima and its citizens?
I use a baseball bat, not a blade. Non-lethal force. The golden thread trembles violently.
Trying to hasten your demise by being glib with your response? That can certainly satisfy your desire. A step will be recorded. Final question. Outlander. An unknown but surging power exists within your body. Are you willing to use it to aid the Chrysos heirs in slaying the gods?
It's one of the seas of destruction. It's one of the destruction sea of disaster. Be careful, it might backfire. What? The golden thread trembles slightly.
An angry threat, but one laced with uncertainty. You don't understand the power within your body either. A step will not be recorded this time. All 4 questions have been asked and answered. You have earned a second chance with your honesty. Both of you may continue to stay in Akima, and its citizens will continue to view you as distinguished guests. However, you must promise that today's farce will not occur again.
I think it's more appropriate for us to say that last part. You seriously still expect us to help you after what we just went through?
Regardless of your choice, the Chrysos heirs will continue to follow the path in the prophecy. You may be a ray of hope that fell onto Amphorius. However, until all has been proven, you cannot be allowed to pose a threat to Amphorius.
If we stay, will you continue to mar us?
For the Holy City, I am willing to bear all the traits that others despise and use every heartless yet effective trick in the book.
Forgive us, but I'm afraid our corporation cannot continue under these conditions. If we cannot gain your trust, Lady Agalea will depart. And Forest isn't the only option for the Nameless. Things don't have to end on a sour note between us.
I respect your decision.
Hold on! Please, wait a moment.
Finan?
Aglaya, as the first person to encounter them, I have some thoughts I would like to share regarding whether they can stay.
Do speak your mind.
When I first met them in the Abyss, I was wary of them as well, and never let my guard down throughout our journey back to the Holy City. However, during the battle to defend Akima, we fought side by side numerous times. The look in someone's eyes in moments of life and death never lies. And I was able to detect the conviction in their eyes back then. That's why I was willing to put my life in their hands. Please believe a warrior's intuition. At present, Akima is desperate for aid, and I am loath to lose 2 allies just like that. Isn't this what Miss Casterus believes as well?
Yeah. I'm more willing to view death as a peaceful farewell than a punishment.
So 2 Crisis heirs are willing to vouch for you. It seems my actions were too high-handed. Finan, will you fulfill your duty as host and look after our distinguished guests?
Well, I'm not good at formalities. I'll do my best.
Cass... Next time, I hope you will express your thoughts openly.
I will.
Now, it's time to welcome the newcomers to the Vortex of Genesis. As you both have chosen to trust these Outlanders, ensure they are adequately informed about the mysteries concealed within.
Sorry, should have gotten here earlier. Please, hear me out before you make up your mind.
Oh, I just see what the mission is. Oh my god, I stupid hate the action wheel. Nice stars, accompany my slumber. Aglaya's control over Akima runs far deeper than we anticipated, and the previous incident has already reached her ears. This leader of the Chrysos heirs revealed a cold and unyielding side, going through great lengths to reassess our intentions. After such perilous moments, we must reconsider the viability of our expedition in the forest.
I swear by the honor of the Chrysos heirs here, that your lives were never in danger.
Before the interrogation started, Miss Castorus already sent a message to me, hoping that I would stop Aglaya.
Only a select few can sway Lady Aglaya, and Lord Finon is one of them.
Finon's a big deal, huh?
Oh, please stop. Aglaya. She has long sealed her heart in ice for Akima's sake. Maybe this is the price of being a demigod. Standing among mortals, yet still so far from them.
Demigod?
One more thing to explain. Let's not worry about that for now. You'll soon find out that Amphorius's deepest secrets are all hidden here. Well, first, kindly look upward. What you see right now is the astral zodiac of the Vortex of Genesis, divided into 12 parts that record the flame-chased journey of the Chrysos heirs. The 12 vacant signs symbolize the 12 titans of Amphorius, while each illuminated constellation represents one core flame that mankind has restored to its rightful place.
Oh, they're already halfway done. There are 6 restored core flames. You're already halfway through your journey?
The generations before us paid a heavy price for that. The journey of the Chrysos heirs once faced immense hurdles and made no progress for a very long time. It was Aglaya and Trebi who rallied the Chrysos heirs from all over the world once again, leading us to re-embark on this prophesized journey.
And they are the only 2 demigods in the Holy City.
Shouldn't it be the only 4?
While Trebi, Trien, and Trinon are 3 individuals, I suppose they're considered one single divine essence. In the past, the Titans were the pillars of the world. Yet the prophecy's revelation is that these 12 pillars must be shattered, and the world's order reconstructed. But here's the problem. After the fall of the old gods, someone must hold up the broken pillars, and fill the vacant seats until the coming of the miracle of Genesis. Otherwise, the entire world will collapse before the prophecy comes true. Aglaya and Trebi have already laid their own gods to rest, making them now both human and divine, as well as the bearers of Amphorius' fate.
You mentioned pursuing the Strife Titan. So, that's what you meant by your core flame.
Bringing down the Titans, retrieving the core flames, and filling the vacant seats. This is the mission of the Chrysos heirs, and I'm following in the footsteps of those 2.
Mission? Huh.
When it comes to the 12 Titans, no words can describe them more vividly than the whispers within the constellations. Why not step forward and listen to them for yourselves?
Listening to the voices of the constellations, is that really possible? The day is silent, and darkness has taken the stage. Flames rise higher and drums fall like rain. Warriors soaked in golden blood, their cloaks tattered. Bronze shields you, and brass echoes my sorrow. What? The stellar shrine of the Titans contained 4 major quadrants, 3 Titans of Calamity. They were born of peace and led tranquility into chaos. They guide the destruction and survival of all things. Switch to the next quadrant. Press to peek the secrets of the Titan. Lance of Fury, Nikador. Nikador is the Titan of strife and competition. According to the mythology of the Chrysos heirs, they declared war on the gods and cast the world into endless strife. However, battle also took its toll on the war god, as the divine corpus was corroded by the black tide, and they fell into endless madness. As their rage and ambition were never quelled, their Titan kin, Legion, still roams the land, waging war against imaginary enemies. Nikador is a noble warrior that wears pure white sacred armor. Legend has it that the Lance of Fury that they wield can raise even the most powerful and prosperous city to the ground. Their bloodthirsty temperament has also made them a god of blood and sacrifice. Warriors also gather under them and yearn to follow Nikador into war and achieve an honorable death. Their disciples built a fortress known as Castrum Kremnos that brings turmoil and fear to the world, much like their god. There was once a time when this god of war was a symbol of protection, using extreme violence to extinguish strife and using war to maintain the balance of Enforus. Coin of Whimsy, Zagreus. The core flame of trickery has been returned. Zagreus is the titan of lies and fortune. According to the mythology of the Chrysos heirs, their entry into the pantheon was a complete accident. They once stole Nestia's seat and disguised themselves as Nestia to be worshipped. The true Zagreus is often depicted as a two-faced god, who is both smiling and crying. Its two parts are much like the coexistence of lies and truth in the world. One cannot exist without the other. Zagreus has no interest in fulfilling their divine duties. They love to cause division in the paths of the gods, and play tricks to sow chaos and disorder. They do not have their own altars or temples, either. This is because even Zagreus' disciples would not worship such a god. Thus, they have become the god of the poor and unremarkable. Legend states that they often appear in barren desert areas to provide people with unpredictable opportunities and change. Before setting out on a long journey, people would often curse the name of Zagreus to reduce the chances of them encountering thieves or ill fortune. They would also offer up prayers in time of suffering, in hopes of everything suddenly turning around. This is precisely the reason that they are tolerated. Nothing is perfect, and no truth remains eternal. Change and carelessness can be fatal, but they can also be a savior in a critical moment. Isn't this Phylon's pupils? As the echoes of the constellations fall silent, the next sound to meet your ears is waves? Titan murmurs. The unfamiliar call carries a longing to take your soul's essence into the pool. Enter Tal Bounty? In exploration of Amphoros, celestial ambrosia can be obtained through various means, such as completing trailblaze missions, adventure missions, world missions, opening treasures in the world, defeating spirit thieves Bartholos that occasionally appears, collecting creation nymphs, and solving the brain teasers of Varus Leo. Dissolve the celestial ambrosia into the water to raise offering level and gain rewards. Okay. The war returns to its serene state. How curious. It appears that you have to bring Celestial Ambrosia back here next time to get something nice.
So, did you hear it?
I did.
The first time I heard the voices of the Titans, I was just the boy playing with swords, oblivious to the meaning of life. To this day, I still don't know why the prophecy chose me. But I'm grateful for it. Without this journey, I might have already become a wandering soul on the battlefield. Alright, that's enough of my story. I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to you. Join the Chrysos heirs and aid us in hunting down Nikedor and retrieving the core flame from the Titan of Strife. If you still harbor doubts, I'll do my best to provide you with answers.
How are the Chrysos heirs chosen?
Unfortunately, the workings of the prophecy still remain a mystery to us all. The only reliable speculation is that it favors those caught in dire circumstances and bestows miracles upon them.
Where are the other Chrysos heirs in the world?
Legend has it that the first Chrysos heir was born millennia ago. Since then, the Chosen Ones began to walk this earth. Then came the Chrysos War. A conflict backed by the gods, yet one that brought much bloodshed and claimed many heroes. By the time of my birth, the tales of the Chrysos heirs had become more like legends than historical accounts. If there are others called forth by the prophecy, I trust that fate will guide them to us.
How do you plan to fight Nikedor?
Armed with courage and unwavering resolve, our quest will begin as soon as Trian locates Castrum Kremnos. Without a doubt, it will be a momentous battle to the death. Prepare yourselves.
I've got it all figured out.
The path ahead is bound to be perilous, and I won't impose my will upon you. Yet, if you choose to stay, I, Finam, from Aedes Elysiae, will spare no effort to bridge the gap between you and the Chrysos heirs.
Thawing the ice in Lady Aglaya's heart won't be easy. But I will do my best as well.
Mayor Draco, I'll leave the final decision to you. You don't have any comments? I trust Finon, but I trust your judgment more. Let us stay on Amphoris.
That's wonderful to hear. You truly are the hope of Amphorius. I've always believed that the journey of the Chrysos heirs is not meant to be the saga of a select few, and that we must unite all potential allies, especially heroic figures like you. Once we triumph in the battle against Nikedor, that should dispel Aglaya's doubts.
Lord Finon, our guests seem quite weary. Should we have them return to the bath chamber for some rest?
My apologies, I got a bit carried away. It's been a long first day for you here on Amphorius. Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trian will have returned with news about Castrum Kremnos by the time the two of you are fully recharged.
Well, that was a lot of drama for one day. Let's go. With Finon's guarantee, we can at least take a moment to rest without any worries. We gotta take a photo of this place for March 7th. I almost forgot. Good thing you still remember that. Let's capture the spectacle of the Vortex of Genesis. The 12 totems of the 12 Titans stand like 12 pairs of watches, watchful and peerless eyes, overseeing the world they forged, nurtured, and ultimately brought to ruin. When the 12 constellations align and shine, the miracle that the Chrysos heirs speak of will illuminate. Or so their prophecies claim. Alright, all the constellations of the 12 Titans are here, in there. Time to head out. And how did I lose this place?
Looks good.
still early. Where to now?
So much has happened today. What? Do you have something on my face? More than you... Today you talked more than you did in the entire 3 worlds before this. Well, since the talkative one isn't around, someone else has to take her place. But it's been a long day for me too. So let's get through the review quickly. Agreed. By estimation, it took us about 20 system hours to figure out the current conditions on Ferroris and build connections with locals. A pretty good start. But I feel that there's more to everything than meets the eye. Even the Chrysos heirs themselves aren't as unified as we imagined. We're still looking at things through a clouded lens. Aglaya's verbal attack on us was also quite sudden. There might be a reason behind it. With all these doubts in our minds, we can only just do our best. There's no right answer to the Trailblaze, after all. All we can do is dive into this world and take things one step at a time. Plenty of questions are still up in the air, but my brain is too tired to handle them. Finon's right. Let's call it a day and save them for tomorrow. In the meantime...
Aggie, this campaign is going to turn out fine, right?
Do not harbor doubt, teacher. As the interpreter of the prophecy for the Chrysos heirs, any uncertainty in your words may undermine people's resolve.
All right. But it's just you and us here. By the way, Aggie, I was actually wondering, when you were in the vortex earlier with them, were you actually going to...
Certainly not.
Phew, that's good to know.
Why even bother to ask? If you were truly convinced of my intent to harm them, you would have intervened.
You sure don't miss a thing. We are just curious. What is really going through your head, Aggie?
Initially, my plan was to use the threat of banishment to test their resolve and perseverance. But I noticed a sense of unease in Castris. She trusted in them, and even reached out to Finan in secret, believing I was unaware. Therefore, I took advantage of the situation and changed the threat from banishment to execution to see if the two could remain firm under the most extreme pressure. Simultaneously, it might also strengthen their bonds with Finan and Castris.
Do you have to go to such lengths for the battle against Nikador? That's going to make it a lot tougher for you to gain their trust.
That's not important. You and I will eventually step off the stage and leave Anthorius' fate in the hands of others. That's the future you foresee, isn't it?
Yeah.
The prophecy of deliverance is nothing if not ambiguous. It urges us to defy the gods, yet refrains from providing a clear glimpse of what lies ahead. Right now, it is people's faith in the prophecy that unites them around the Chrysos heirs. Should a time come when their faith is shaken, all will crumble. Hence, we must be prepared. When our task is to craft the armor for the Deliverer, what harm is there if you and I don humble attire?
Eggie, have you noticed... You keep saying you don't believe in humanity's altruism, but your actions are a counterexample.
Perhaps it's because my humanity is distancing itself from me. Another never-ending dawn. How bright is the day, and how long is the night. The golden thread hangs unusually silent today. As if the heavens, earth, and ocean are all holding their breath. Could they be mourning the impending downfall of a titan? Unwinding in a bath sounds appealing now. Would you care to join me?
Let's go, Aggie. When have we ever been able to say no in all these hundreds of years?
Huh? What's that sound? Sound? Who? That? Which? Who's talking?
Me.
Come down. Come down. This time? Next time? Is that you, Stellaron? Ron? Stella? Who? You? I? Who am I? Broken, lost, want, complete. Sleep. Go sleep. Disturb. Should not. Am I dreaming? Feels like there's been a voice talking in my head all night. I should probably mention this to Dan Hang. Night stars accompany my slumber. After understanding from Fine on the Crisis Heir's arduous journey to save the world, we ultimately decided to remain in Amphorius. After a period of rest and recovery, the Crisis Heirs reconvened, readying themselves for an attack against Castrum Cremnos, where Nikedor was, with the goal of seizing the core flame of the Lance of Fury. You're finally awake. About time. I slept in pretty late. It's so bright outside. Did you already forget? The sky has been this bright ever since we arrived at the Holy City. Did you sleep well? There was a voice in my dream. A voice? The voice of Sauron again, or? It was pretty cute. I like the Sauron. So, it wasn't a nightmare. But be careful. That might be its means of luring you in. Keep a note of whatever you can remember. This strange dream might be connected to the rules of this world. While you were asleep, I also did some thinking. I believe the most pressing concern is still how the people of Amphorius view what's beyond the sky. Unfortunately, contacting the Express might not be feasible for a while. If we try to fly out of Amphorius, will we also incur the wrath of the gods? Yes. In the worst case, the entrance of Amphorius is a one-way door, letting people in but not out. There's a new message. Did both of you get a good rest? Fully recharged. I'm ready to tackle something big. Nice, you're all fired up. The room conditions are great, and it's comfortable to rest here. Is there something you want to discuss with us? I've got some great news. Teacher Trian has located Castrum Cremnos. Hurry to the Crisis Heir's bath in the Memorial Palace, and let's get ready to take on Nikedor. You can rest for a bit longer. No rush. Take it easy. I was expecting the expedition to set off after only a night of rest. Let's set the questions aside for now. The Crisis Heirs are getting ready to mobilize. Okay, it's getting late for me, so I'm gonna call it a night here. Oh, it's like exactly 1:30. Or an hour 30. So it's pretty good time to quit. Oh god. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take for a story. We're heading to Nicodor, so I imagine it's gonna be the end of the 3.0 section of the story. But we'll see. So until then, thank you everyone who joined me today, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.